Hola, gringos y gringos, and welcome to
Gringos R Us.
Expats with a Plan.
I'm Mark.
I'm Gina. And
I'm
there.
Craig.
I'm KJ.
And we are Truly
True
Remarkable Life.
We're going to do a little interview with them coming up next.
Welcome back, everyone. So we are here in San Miguel de Allende for a weekend meetup with fellow YouTubers and with subscribers. And here we have Truly Remarkable Life. Welcome, guys.
Hey, it's great. Thank you for putting this together. It's been fun. It's wonderful to finally meet you guys. I know
Yes.
we talked on email a little bit and stuff, and it's been great.
Yes, we're really excited to meet them too. It's been a while. We've been trying to cook this thing up. But what we want to do is we want to introduce you to KJ and Greg. They live in Ajijic. They came to Mexico pretty close to the same timeline that we have. But
They actually beat us by a couple of months.
yeah, and
Damn.
they followed a different path. And we think it's interesting to share their experience and introduce you to their channel and their story. So,
Cool. You want to go or you want me to
yeah,
go?
let's hear about
You
it.
start.
Okay. Well, I mean, our story is pretty simple. In the beginning of 2022, I had enough, and with work, with everything, and he had too. And I said, I think maybe I should retire.
Yeah.
And I have found affordable Hawaii, and it's in the Central Highlands of Mexico. And he was like, "What?"
What a great way to describe it.
Well, that's what I saw online about it and everything.
Okay.
And so we started going down the YouTube rabbit hole, which y'all are all apparently doing. And we decided to move to Ajijic, and literally 4 months later, we were gone.
Yeah, it was a whirlwind of an experience, but I think we were just ready because everything fell into place. I mean, like he said, his career had kind of wrapped up, and it was just a place in the industry where he's like, I think it's get out or be pushed out. And I had left my career already and was renovating houses. And my body was going, no, you're done. This is not going to happen anymore. And so I was actually sitting there trying to decide how I was going to explain to him that I'm not doing any more houses. I'm not renovating any more houses. And he was trying to figure out how to explain to me, I can't do this career anymore. I'm going to have to retire. And so when he came to me and he told me this, I go, okay. And he's like, what? I'm like, yeah, where are we going?
And we just started watching YouTube and saw y'all on your journey. I mean, you guys are figuring out what to sell, what to do, all this kind of stuff. And I'm like, we're not the only people out there doing
Yeah.
this.
No.
Yeah.
We're really not the only people thinking about it. And so we went through all the processes and everything, loaded up the dog, and off we went. And we moved to Ajijic. And so our paths, while on the similar time frame, went very different because y'all are doing the slow travel thing. We decided to move to a community and set up camp there, mainly because we had a dog, and then our dog passed 2 months into our journey.
We arranged our entire travel down here for our dog, and then he passed away 2 months later.
Of course.
It was worth it. He had a good experience.
Yeah, even the dog got to move to Mexico.
See? Got nothing wrong with that. And the interesting thing is we couldn't put our finger on any place in Mexico. How did y'all pick Ajijic and go, that's us?
That's us. Yeah.
I was going to say, it's something I want to throw in. It was, first of all, he found San Antonio Tlacopan, which is a neighboring town, first. And so we got the little magic of that town and then clearly discovered all of Lakeside. And it is just this beautiful place we wanted water. We like to be near water. We like mountains. We like smaller, more tight-knit community kind of a thing. And it just sort of fit all of those criteria.
And I'm tired of heat, and I'm tired of cold.
Yeah.
And so give me that nice kind of, round the year, kind of stable kind of a climate, and I'm good. Now, it gets warm there, end of April through the beginning of June, but I'm like 6 to 8 weeks of heat versus, and you get 10 months of perfect weather. I'm in.
I mean, it just to walk around there and to see the pictures before we moved there, to see the pictures and then to come and walk around there, there's just no describing how. I mean, you're like, oh, this place looks like Shangri-La, and then you get there and you're like, oh, this place is Shangri-La.
It is, yeah.
Well, and there's also there was also part of our mentality was let's go for a year. We'd never visited there. We'd never been there. We just saw it online and said, let's do it. 12-month lease. This is life. It's not like you can't unravel it,
Right.
you know? And
Right.
so we're like, we'll be there for 12 months. If we don't like it, we can go somewhere else.
One of the things that really helped us too is some folks from the expat or foreigner community. We started interacting on all of the Facebook pages and the YouTube channels and all of that. And the people really took us under their wing. And
That's
we're
good.
like, hey, can we answer any questions for you? They were offering to do video calls with us and just chat with us and answer those questions that we might have about, is it safe? Where do you buy this? What should I bring? And we had a couple of different folks do that for us to the point where they actually ended up, you know who you are. Hi, Amy. Hi, Mariana.
Hi.
They actually found our house for us.
Wow.
They
Yeah.
were walking their dog and we had talked about what we were looking for and they found it. And then they did the walkthrough for us on video and they got the keys from the landlord for us and they met us when we arrived.
At 1 a.m. in the
So-
morning.
I can't stress how
Yeah.
strong the foreign community is and supportive in
You know
these
what?
towns.
I'm glad you brought that up because sometimes when you look at some of these Facebook groups now, let's be honest, that community can be very polarizing.
Duh.
And you have to wonder, is this the same crap that we left behind? How is it there really?
You know, it's amazing. In the video that we shot with them for our channel, you guys were talking a lot about the community in Mexico and
Yes.
how generous and wonderful and kind of old school that is. The foreigner community in Ajijic is very much like that. You know, the people who helped us move down there, you know, found our house. They met us at 1 a.m. with the keys. They also told us, they said, you guys be ready at 9 a.m. in the morning. We're going to show you how to use the buses. We're going to take you to a carniceria. We're going to take you out so you get groceries, all that stuff. We walk in the house. They had a jug of water. They had a 6-pack of beer. They had snacks in the house ready and waiting for us.
Amazing.
It was absolutely amazing. And they did a lot, but so many other people, you know, we kind of got our bearings that night. The next night, the neighbor showed up with a tray of cookies
Oh, wow.
and knew that he doesn't eat a lot of refined sugar. He's trying to avoid carbs. And he
Had done their
found,
research.
had done their research and brought cookies that were no sugar added.
And they gave us their Wi-Fi information. I mean, just like all these little things, like everything we needed was just kind of filled in, and then they let us go on our way. You
And so
they
it's
didn't-
amazing
They didn't
that-
hover, but they helped us.
And the foreigner community, though, they have picked up these traits of the Mexican culture
Good.
and really incorporated it, and even go above and beyond. Another instance, we had a friend, and his husband had come back to the U.S. and was diagnosed with cancer. He came back for a medical exam, got diagnosed with cancer. Our friend needed to get out of there very quickly and get home. Right, back to the U.S. and everything. And within a week, the foreigner community pulled together, garage sale, car inspection, everything, and had him on the road
Wow.
in a week to get home to help his husband through all of
With
this.
donations and I mean just money and hugs and whatever
Yeah.
they needed.
But the foreigner community, broader than that in Mexico, he had a car wreck on the way. And he was scared. He was in the middle of nowhere, didn't know where he was, all that kind of stuff. He called us. We were able to kind of figure out where he is. I called a friend of mine who called Ernie. Ernie knew someone. And so all of a sudden it starts pinging all around the country here in Mexico. And the next morning, somebody drove down, picked him up, and took him to the border. So our community in Ajijic is very close and tight-knit. We all help take care of each other. But the foreigner community in Mexico is strong, and
Yes.
you can pull those
It's
strings,
strong.
and we all pull together.
You know,
Absolutely.
that's good to hear that
Yeah.
because, look, social media can be a cesspool of negativity, and you'll see a lot of that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm really happy to hear that because we are going to come to your area
Yeah.
for a few
Yay.
months, and we've been a little appressive because of what we see
Yeah.
in those groups.
Well, you got to be careful
So,
with some of those groups.
I will
I
say
know.
this.
Some of them are.
The toxicity that,
Yes.
that some of them want to bring down, and they don't check it at the border. And
No.
folks, number one, check your shit at the border.
Right.
Don't bring it down here, because guess what? We don't need it. You don't need it. You will be healthier. You'll be happier
without it.
without it.
But I'm happy to
That's-
hear that you've got that community.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yes.
and we're part of the LGBTQ community, and in Ajijic, and I don't know why, it just has happened that a larger percentage of folks are moving there. We actually have been saying, well, the last people leaving Palm Springs for Ahi, please turn out the
Please turn out
lights.
the lights. Yeah.
But I mean, it really is. There's an influx of folks coming down there, and that's created a sub community for us
Nice.
also of people who are like-minded and get us. You know, not that other people don't. Allies and all of those people have been great. We haven't experienced one time in 2 years
No.
any sort of discrimination, any sort of judgment from
that-
local or foreign.
No,
That
not
makes
from
me feel
anyone.
so much
You
better
know,
about
the
coming.
only
It's amazing.
the only thing that people want to know down here, as far as the Mexican people, are you a good person?
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
all they care about. If
We say that all the time.
If you are a good person and you are true and you respect and honor what they have in their
Yes.
culture, you are accepted and welcomed and with open arms, and they just give it back to you. And that's just, that's the whole thing is come down here and be happy.
yeah.
And if you start out happy, you're only going to get happier because that's what they just practice.
Yeah.
One of the things I say on that note of kind of leaving things behind.
Yes.
I understand that you have to keep a certain amount of it, or you have to keep aware of a certain amount of it. But I like to say that Mexico is loud. Mexico is a very loud place sometimes, but the United States is noisy.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
Good. Yeah.
it's loud. You've got music, you've got parties, you've got trucks driving down the street advertising
Dogs.
gas for sale,
Fireworks.
Yeah, fireworks. The United States is ads and politics and opinions, and it's heavy. And you get here and you cross the border, and I mean, it was within days.
Yeah.
Within a day or two, you go, what? Something feels weird here.
I feel so
Oh.
much lighter.
Yes,
this weight
exactly.
is
It
Yes.
gets shed off the shoulders when you
Yes.
cross the border. I mean, okay, if you drive across the border, folks, that first day
It's
is a
just-
little unnerving.
It is. It
it's- You're driving through a part of Mexico that, let's be honest, even the Mexicans are not comfortable driving in
Right.
the Frontera zone. That is just
Yeah.
it's fraught with all sorts of bad things that can occur to you. But once you get past Monterrey, we suddenly were like,
Yeah.
and we were
Yes.
first day on our own. I mean, because Ernie shepherded us from McAllen to Monterrey. So when we left Monterrey and went south, we're like, this is a whole new adventure for us. We're driving. We don't really know how to drive in Mexico because it's different.
It is.
And so it just was, but we felt free.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you can't put your finger on it at first.
No.
It takes a while
No.
to really get it. And all of the stuff that you see around you, there's a cacophony of colors and new sounds and new people, and all of that stuff kind of overwhelms you for a minute, and you realize it's not really overwhelming. It's stimulating.
And
It's
different.
yes, and it really just brings you alive
It's,
for a
it's
minute.
exciting. And
Yeah.
it does. It gives you energy. It makes you curious. You want to learn their history. You want to learn their culture.
Yes.
And you want to learn their language.
Yes.
Oh,
And
yeah.
You're pulled into that community.
I think one of the biggest things for me was making some friends down here, because the especially in Ajijic, the local community and the foreigner community really do mix. It's
Yeah.
not
Oh.
separate. It's very mixed, and you'll make friends, and maybe their partner or their friend is Mexican, and you start talking to them, you become friends, and all of a sudden you have this really vested interest in wanting to communicate with that person. And you would go, when you make a friend and you really feel it, you make the effort. You want to learn to speak Spanish well. And it really does change the entire experience.
Oh, it does.
Oh, yeah.
When you
Absolutely.
personalize everything.
Yeah.
And the thing is when you make friends down here, it's not a topical friend.
No.
It is a real friend because they invest their emotions, their time, and everything else, and it's something that they cherish. And coming from the U.S., we don't always quite cherish that the way we should.
Right.
And we've been
agree.
taught that being down here is, you know what? If they make you a friend, they're a friend.
They're a friend for life. In
Yes.
fact, you're
Oh, yeah.
probably part of their family now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And
Yeah.
so the best advice on that is actually, you know what? You can't treat it like the U.S. If they give it to you, cherish it and
Yeah.
give it back.
And so you have felt that your arrival and your stay in Ahihique has enriched your lives.
Oh,
Oh my gosh. Yeah. And you know what? We're so proud of ourselves at this is that at this stage in our life, we're not old. I'm just saying this stage, to start something, this adventure, this new thing, this new language, new culture at our age, and to really dive into it. I am so proud of all of us.
yeah, all of
Taking
us.
that
Yes.
leap.
Yes.
Because it's hard, and once you do it, you realize, oh my gosh, why didn't I do this sooner?
And it was. It seems hard in the beginning, but once you're doing it, you're like, this isn't as hard as I thought it was
No.
going to be.
No.
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 Sometimes I have a little hesitation in the back of my head, and I'm like, did we do the right thing? This is really hard. Am I ever going to be able to actually have a full conversation with someone here? I don't know. And then the next time you see a friend or just somebody on the street you don't even know and they smile at you,
Yeah.
you're like, oh, it's okay. I'll
Yeah.
get this.
Oh
I
yeah.
I have a video on mental fatigue of being a
Yeah.
foreigner in a different place, and it really does it. You know, you have days where you're like, I don't want to. I can't Spanish today.
Yeah, I mean, there are times where you do get a feeling of isolation. I mean, that's just
Yeah.
it's going to happen.
Yeah.
But when you break out of the cocoon and you go, you know what? There is a whole beautiful world here in Mexico that's waiting and going, come join.
Yeah.
And if you get out of your own way and go and participate, you'll suddenly find you have a life that you could never have believed was going to occur sitting on that side of the border. Is it scary when you're sitting on that side of the border and going, you know what? We're going to do this. Yeah, there's fear. I mean, there really is, because you're going, I know this life. And so giving it up and giving up that safety and that feeling of going, even though I hate it, it's what I know.
Yeah.
But coming down here, you suddenly find, oh, that sucked back there.
Yeah. Or,
I mean,
or oh my gosh, who am I? I didn't even know I was this person.
Yes.
You know, like I watched an interview with Trevor Noah, anyway, but he's a lingod. He speaks multiple languages, and he says you're a different person in each language that you speak. When you speak a different language, you have a different personality.
Yeah.
And being down here has brought out parts of our personality. We both look at each other sometimes. And we're like, "Who are you?
You
Where
know,
did this come from?"
one of the most beautiful things that I ever heard in my life. What we were talking, we'd made the plan to come down here, and I was getting out of my career and all that sort of stuff. And I was like, you know, I never got to really get creative in my life, and I'm really curious about painting and drawing and all these other things and everything. And he looked over at me and he said, with the weight of everything in this life that we've had being lifted off of you, I can't wait to see who you become.
Oh.
And I was like, it was like this freedom to take this life and what we're going to do and who am I going to be? I can explore all these different things about myself I never got a chance to.
Yeah.
And I find that really fascinating. And you guys are doing that too.
Yeah. Yeah.
You really
Yeah.
are.
You know, did I think I was ever going to produce videos? No.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
No, but I
Well, as you
am.
go,
Yeah, it's really neat. Drive in Mexico, eat the food you eat.
Oh God, and
I
the
mean,
food.
yeah.
Oh, Did I think I was ever going to eat grasshoppers and ants? No.
I didn't either, but I did it too.
But you know.
I did not. I stuck to chilaquiles.
Yeah.
Anyway,
All right. Well, what we wanted to let you know is that you're going to be seeing more of KJ and Craig. We are actually going to be doing more sit downs with them when we get to Ahihique, but we definitely want to introduce you to their channel. If you are interested in an expat type community that has some English speakers, I mean, Lake Chapala area is a real popular hotspot, and it's a soft landing place for a lot of people who are afraid to take that leap. And you guys can certainly be great guides in
Oh,
how, it's,
yeah.
how it's done.
And we love doing it. Oh my gosh, we love helping people, and it's really cool because it is. It's a soft landing, but there is also such a strong Mexican culture, but it's also this blending of it because Ajijic, a lot of people don't realize that whole area is a tourist destination for Mexicans.
Yeah.
A lot of Mexicans have second homes there and stuff like that, so it's this unique culture. It's really beautiful.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Was there something you wanted to bring up, babe?
I was just going to say, if you guys want to learn all about Ajijic, check out Truly Remarkable Life, subscribe to their channel, and you'll get a whole different view of the Ajijic area.
Exactly. So thank you guys. Thank you for joining us on this little chat.
Well, thank you. Thank you. We love it.
Thank you very much.
Awesome. All right. Well, we are Gringos Are Us.
Expats with the plan.
Remember, we're doing it. You can too. Hasta la próxima.
Adios.